began running this way after reading the Zach Young's book, I often noticed that I felt frustrated by not doing it correctly, in my own opinion.
Right.
I wanted to be a better meditator. I wanted to be a better runner. I wanted to be a better running meditator. What instructions can you guys give about dealing with that and your own experience?
Well, one thing I would say, Josh, is that let's talk about meditation first. People can have different ranges of goals relative to meditation. One might be just to relax a little bit more, and that's fine. Another goal might be kind of on the other extreme would be to be completely enlightened. And enlightened to me, I'll just define that term since I'm throwing it out, is no internal conflict. So if you're a person that has no internal conflict, you're there. You've been able to work with your mind in such a way that everything is fine as it is, nothing needs to change, and you can walk through life with no internal conflict. Let's just call that enlightenment. So you can have anything from just, I like the relaxation benefits of meditation, to that. And so if whatever your end in mind is, your goal, it's not to be a great meditator. Being a great meditator is nowhere in that spectrum. And when you're talking about is doing it right and this and that, and believe me, I felt the exact same way, because I'm one who wants to get it right and be the best, and in the whole room I want to be the best about everyone. So you can let all that go and you realize it's really not about that, and becoming the best meditator. It's really working with your mind in such a way that you're learning how to hit the goal you have in mind. Okay, and as far as running goes, it's really basic instruction to increase your aerobic base, your endurance, over time by being consistent, day in, day out, over a long period of time. You become better, much better. But what gets in the way is inconsistency due to just because I don't do it regularly, or because I get hurt and I can't do it regularly, or I'm sick and I can't do it. So all those things can be addressed. And the best way to address injury and illness is to slightly undertrain, slightly do a little bit less than you think you probably could do, and then you can sustain that for much longer periods of time, and then you become stronger and stronger. Same thing with meditation. If you were to start with something you think you can sustain, like 5 minutes a day, or 8 minutes a day, or 10 minutes a day, or 3 minutes, whatever it would be, and you do that consistently over time, then the benefits of meditation start to appear. So they're very much related.
I would just say that for Josh to be doing it correctly is that's the value of finding a teacher and a parent, coach, a friend that has done it, and that's why that's what I did at the beginning. I found great runners and great friends, and great meditation teacher. And so once you do that, then you're on your own. Boom.
Yeah, great. That if you want to be completely free, and be able to fly, the only limit in this case would be the sky. If you really want that, I can tell you how to do it.
Tell me. I would genuinely like to know.
You may not like the answer, though.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But here's what it is. Let go of outcomes. Let go of outcomes. Because here's what happens. And here's a definition of outcome in running. My time. How did I compare to other people in the race? So my stack ranking. Anything associated with the outcome itself, let go of that. People are saying, well, they measure me, they measure my time, they measure where I finished, they give me the results, they give me awards. I receive all kinds of affirmation because I won, or those kinds of things. But that, if you let go of that, and I'll tell you what to replace with it, so you don't have something.
Thank you.
Okay, you let go of that, you're free. You're the bird flying, half man, half bird flying. So that's all about. The reason it's so limiting is because that's how we tend to evaluate how we did, and we evaluate ourselves. So I'm going to give you an alternative to evaluating yourself. Don't evaluate on outcomes. Outcomes are important. We keep track of them for a reason, but put it way down the list. Number one on the list is you evaluate what was your quality of effort that day in that race. And I use the word quality of effort. It sounds kind of esoteric, but I think we all know if we had a quality effort or not. So I don't need to define it. And you could say, well, yes, I did, and feel good about that, because that's how you're evaluating yourself. Or, no, I didn't. Okay, well, what could I do maybe to improve that, that's what I'd like to do. Next thing to replace outcome with is evaluation is fun. Do I have fun? And really be honest about that. Am I having fun with this? And then say, well, no, I'm not. Well, what can I do to have more fun? Well, yeah, I'm having fun. Okay, good. Check that one. Next one would be, how am I doing in helping other people, my teammates or my fellow competitors? What am I doing to encourage them or get them to smile? How many people can I get smile today at the race? How many people can I encourage? I encouraged 10 people last time, I encouraged 15 people this time. And evaluate yourself on that. Then take a look at your overall time. Because here's what happens. If you focus on outcomes only, you will gravitate to doing only the things you're good at. We all do this. A good friend of mine, our friend, who loved to play soccer as a kid, said to me, man, I want to join the soccer league, because he's an adult now, old, over 40. And he goes, but I'm not going to do it. I go, well, do you like soccer? Oh, I love soccer. I've loved it since I was a kid. Well, why aren't you going to go? Because I won't be good enough. What does he evaluate himself on? The outcome, how he's going to stack up, how he's going to be perceived. But what if he decided, I'm just going to go and evaluate myself on quality of effort and having fun? He would go. So what happens is, as good as we are at many things, maybe there's only a dozen or 2 dozen that you're really good at. If you focus on outcome, you're only going to do those. If you focus on quality of effort and having fun and taking care of other people, everything is available to you. You're free. You're liberated. That's how you do it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So just wondering if you've had any experience in terms of that view and how it would affect someone who is coaching others and what the effect would be on the athletes that are being coached with that kind of a perspective.
It's hard to do. Okay? I'll tell you, there's pressure to focus on outcomes. Absolutely. And there are successful coaches in the past that have taken this approach, and it's been great for their athletes, and it's been great for the overall results of that program. And there's a couple that come to mind. I don't know how much detail we want to go into on this, but really what you have to practice, and here's one of the reasons it's difficult as a coach. You need to make workouts fun. They can still be hard. They can still be difficult, but they need to be fun. That's hard to do. Like we've coached high school kids, and one of the things we do is we do a scavenger hunt. You have, and maybe the goal is to do a 45-minute run, and we want to do as hard as they can. I go around the neighborhood, and I find various things like a pink flamingo or a green elephant on someone's front porch, or a fire hydrant over here that's yellow, or who knows what, and I make a long list of 40 or 50 things. I give it to the group of kids and say, you got 45 minutes to find as many as you possibly can. They're all within a 1 mile radius of here. You have to take a photo with your phone as a group, because you can't divide and conquer, got to be together, and whoever can get the most wins. They're like out the door. They're running as hard as they can for 45 minutes. They come back, look how I did. And they don't even know they ran.
Right.
See, that's hard to do. You have to put a lot of thought into those kind of, so it can be done. So that helps them have fun with this. That's number 2. And then taking care of their teammates. They're together. They're working together. That's number 3. And number 1, I don't even ask about the quality of effort, because I know how they did that day. But you can translate that into the races now. And as a coach, what you don't want to do is say, okay, Mike, you're going to line up to run the race today. You're going to run a mile, and you ran 4:32 last time. We need to get you under 4:30 no matter what. And then you get maybe tight about that goal and apprehensive and tense, which we all know hurts us in performance. It's better to be relaxed. And versus saying, okay, Mike, we've prepared for this. You're ready. What I'm looking for today is I want you to have quality of effort. We've talked about how you should run the race. I really want you to have fun, and I want to see how many smiles you can get at the starting line. Takes away from the being tense. Now you're relaxed. See, these are the kinds of things you can do.
Yeah, that's great.
Ties in with the closed fist and loose fist.
Yes. So imagine yourself with your goals and aspirations. I must get this done. I got to get under 4:30 in the mile. And we hold it like this, like a clenched fist. I mean, I've had so many goals in my life like this. But what we don't take into account when we do this is the surprises that come up and the unforeseen events that happen, that always happen. That's how life is. Always surprises, always unforeseen events. For example, let's say Mike's going to try to run his mile under 4:30. He wants to pace himself really well so he finishes faster than he starts. But he's so excited, he's got so much energy, and he's ready to go, and He says good luck to everyone. He's so full of joy. He takes off. In his first quarter mile, one time around the track, he's out way too fast. And that's like a deadly sin in running. And he ends up slowing down, and doesn't run 4:30. Okay, 4:30 was like this to him. He finishes and doesn't do it, and he feels terrible. Okay, but what if, instead of holding like goals and aspirations like this, you hold it a little more loosely? It's important to me. I'm holding loosely, but I'm open to surprises, and I'm going to evaluate myself not on the outcome, but on those other things we just talked about. And you need to, if you can hold all your goals and aspirations more loosely, because you don't know what the unforeseen events are, you don't know what the surprises are going to be. That's why they're surprises. And maybe then you can evaluate a fourth one. Maybe evaluate, how did I do with the surprise? How did I work with the surprise when it came up? How did I do with that? And then as a coach, you can help the athletes do this.